two are shameless. Do you believe them?
No, I don't believe this.
Jill.
Enough! I say we take this to a vote. Should Victor Newman be replaced as Chief Executive Officer of Newman Enterprises worldwide?
I want to go on record right now saying I disagree with this.
I don't care what you do.
Hey, Jack. Sorry, what's going on?
Nicholas, we're in the middle of a board meeting.
Oh, okay. Can you call when you finish?
Yeah, close the door behind you, please.
Nicholas, wait, don't go.
Well, I don't want to interrupt your meeting.
Well, when you find out what the meeting is about, you're gonna want to interrupt.
What do you mean?
I mean that Jack and Brad called this meeting. We're just about to vote on replacing your father as CEO of Newman Enterprises.
We need to go inside.
Yes.
Don't answer it.
Well, it could be important.
Victor, you said not even business could interrupt this
Sweetheart,
holiday.
I have to answer.
Please, just pretend we're not here.
Please. Be right back. I'll just take it inside.
Victor.
I'll be right back. Right. I promise.
Damn Newman Enterprises. Sometimes I wish Victor had nothing to do with that company.
Sorry I didn't get back to you sooner. It's just a lot's been going on.
You said on the phone that you've reached a decision.
I wish I could be sure it's the best thing for my daughter.
Sharon, we're all thinking of Cassie, and I believe with all my heart that filing for custody is the best thing.
Have you had any luck contacting Cassie's adoptive grandmother?
No, but Paul's working on it. Believe me, he'll find Millie.
Well, what if he doesn't? I mean, without her testimony, that makes my case a lot weaker, doesn't it?
Sharon, I can see you're still very torn.
Of course I'm torn. My daughter's whole future is at stake. What little stability that she has ever known is up for grabs.
I know it seems like I am pushing you, Sharon. But you have to understand that time is a critical factor.
I do. I understand that. That's why I asked you over here. I told you I would make a decision, and I have.
I think that we can help you, Alice.
Hold a minute, Michael. We're not ready to close this deal yet.
What's your problem? She just said she wants the money, not Cassie.
No. What she said was, and I quote, I want both of us to be happy. Cassie and a fresh start with a good family, and a fresh start for me, too, with some money.
Impressive.
I was listening very carefully.
She's splitting hairs is what she's doing.
Well, yes and no. Grace has a point. It's not a big thing, but we might as well get it right. Alice?
Okay. I want money. I don't want Cassie. Is that clear enough?
Thank you.
Hey, getting this money, it's gonna help us out big time. You know, things have been a little tight. It's gonna give Alice a chance at a fresh start, like she was talking about.
Yeah, right. So, where is Cassie anyway? I'm dying to know.
I'm sure you understand. I can't tell you that.
What? No, I sure as hell don't understand. Now, that was part of the deal. What are you two trying to pull here?
American author friend, please come in. Please.
How are you, Raphael?
Good, and you?
Good, good. Aha, there it is. The old inspiration once again hanging on the wall.
Yes, but if you had been my landlord, knocking on the door, I would have discreetly hidden her away.
Well, she must be used to it, I imagine.
Yes. But she knows that if I hide her, it's not out of shame, only to protect her. So tell me, have you heard from your lovely wife?
No, but I didn't expect to. She's finishing up that chore that brought her over here, and she's going to be back soon.
I imagine that you must be growing anxious for her to return.
Oh, yeah, very much so. And I have to admit, Raphael, that's wonderful what she's doing for this family, but it's been very hard on her.
Did she say this?
Well, not so many words. She didn't like to show it, but... You know, I know my wife, and tying up loose ends, dealing with various personalities, it's been pretty stressful for her.
No, I know. It has not been easy for Ashley. But if what you say is true, if when she returns that her mission here will be finished, I will have to say goodbye with much sadness.
What do you mean?
Well, I will miss Ashley. And I will miss you too, Cole.
Yeah, Raphael, we can always come over for a visit, or you can come see us in Genoa City.
Is this an invitation?
Sure, yeah. I can show you around the way you've shown me around Madrid, you know? We live at the Abbott family home, and it's very comfortable there. So you're not quite finished with this one, huh?
In a manner of speaking.
Wait a minute. You know, I've seen a painting almost like this. Matter of fact, it was exactly like this one.
At a museum, perhaps?
Right. Just a couple of days ago. Raphael, what's going on? You copying the painting?
No one's trying to pull anything, Alice.
The hell you're not. You said you'd tell me where Cassie is.
Would that really make any sense?
I don't care. You promised. And now you're changing your story.
I promised you monetary compensation for giving up your daughter. Call it a generous and voluntary financial contribution from the people who have Cassie.
Sharon Collins. Damn it, I'll just find her on my own then.
Alice, don't blow this for us.
For you mean?
I'm beginning to wonder if this has all been a big put-on.
No, it hasn't. Has it, Alice?
No. But you two are changing the rules.
Oh, on the contrary. This is what I was planning from the start. To act as your go-between. To go to Sharon's in-laws and represent your cause to them.
You're cutting yourself in on a piece of the action, aren't you?
I'm trying to arrange it so Cassie can stay where she is. That's what's motivating me to get the money that you want.
We don't like the idea of you calling all the shots.
I'm afraid that's the way it has to be, Mr. Fenton.
Yeah, well, let me ask you something. You go this alone without Alice? How are you going to convince this family that she even exists?
Am I copying this painting? In fact, I am. How am I doing?
Well, I'd have to look at the original again, but I'd say this is a damn excellent reproduction so far.
I am flattered.
So in addition to your own work, you also do copies this skillfully. You're a man full of surprises, Raphael.
Well, I find that copying other painters is a wonderful exercise in developing technique.
Well, I'm no expert, but I'd say when you finish, this would almost pass for the real thing.
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps. If the line were just so.
Well, Raphael, all this talk about painting reminds me I got some work to do of my own, so I'm gonna head on back to the hotel. See if the computer disk I sent for has arrived. We still on for dinner?
Claro que sí. I'll meet you at the hotel bar. We can go from there.
Okay. I'll see you then.
Okay.
known Victor couldn't keep his mind off business. Those people at the office won't give him a moment's peace. Damn it, I thought Jack and Brad were supposed to relieve him of all this. But no, nothing has changed.
Look, my baby. You seem upset.
Well, I am.
Oh,
This was supposed to be our time together.
but it is.
Yeah, ours and Newman Enterprises.
Well, why are you so convinced that this was a business call?
Who else would interrupt you on our vacation? Keep you on the phone for 20 minutes.
It had to do with you. And the next leg of our journey.
What are you talking about?
Talking about fulfilling your fantasy. I wanted to pack some clothes and a swimsuit. We leave in an hour. Upon second thought, forget about the swimsuit. I don't think you will need it. Can I keep my hands on you?
You can't be serious. You're voting to remove my father as head of this company? Neil?
She's serious, all right, Nick.
What's going on, Jack?
Nicholas, I hate even saying this. Your father has not been functioning well lately, and it's done some damage to the company.
I think he realized it himself. That's why he had us replace him on a temporary basis.
Yeah, temporary being the key word here. And it's only because he was so distracted by his personal trauma. But to vote him out and to do it behind his back?
Nick, as painful as it is, it's the only solution. Before more damage is done.
The only solution to what? And what damage?
Are you aware of the deal your father made with Forrester Creations?
Yes, the lingerie tie-in. I'm aware of it. Why?
Nicholas, your father committed a huge amount of money to that venture. Money that this company, though it is profitable, we can ill afford.
Define a huge amount.
$200 million.
You're kidding.
See for yourself. The truth is, I didn't believe it myself until I saw it with my own eyes.
This is crazy. My father wouldn't do something like this.
That's what we thought. Unless...
Unless what?
We don't like bringing this up, Nick. But Jack and I walked in on your father. Brooke Logan, the creator of the Forrester lingerie line, was standing there in his office.
In her underwear.
Now, you might argue that she was just showing off the virgin.
You know what? I don't believe any of this.
Well, we both saw it, Nick. It's true.
Okay, so you two think that my father gave $200 million to some woman simply because she was standing in her underwear? Give me a break.
I agree, it's very strange behavior for someone in your father's position. But that added to the fact that he went for this deal in the first place.
It's totally irresponsible.
Not to mention reckless.
Okay, but before you take any drastic action, you need to hear my father's side.
Exactly what I told them, Nicholas.
Me too. Victor deserves a chance to explain himself.
Damn right he does.
The problem is, Nick, you know as well as we do, your father doesn't like to explain his behavior about anything to anyone.
He would just tell us it was none of our business.
We don't have any time. Your father is on vacation for God knows how long. For the good of this company and everything that it represents, we have to move. And we have to move now.
You said a lot's been happening. Something to do with Nick?
Yes.
He was here When I left last night, did the two of you talk?
He agreed to move back in.
Sharon, that's great. Did he say when?
He brought his things over this morning. He understands how important this is for Cassie's sake. The appearance of a loving, stable family.
You know, not long ago, you were a loving, stable family. Isn't it possible you can be that again?
If I lighten up on Nick, you mean?
I didn't say that.
Well, I know that's what everyone thinks. If I just forgive and forget that Nick and I will be as good as new.
I wouldn't worry about what other people think. And no, I'm sure you'll never forget. But only you can decide if you'll ever forgive.
Right now, my main concern is Cassie, which opens up a whole new set of problems.
What do you mean?
Her expectations. Well, I can't exactly tell her the truth.
The real reason Nick has come back?
And she's so excited. She's so happy. I mean, she fully expects this means a reconciliation. Why else would he be here, right?
As long as you're not lying to her.
I'm not. As much as she wants me to, I can't tell her that everything's fine between us.
So then what's the harm? Give her some hope. Maybe things with Nick will get better. But right now, it's this threat from the outside that we have to take care of, which is why I need you on solid footing where custody is concerned. Sharon, it is the only way you will protect yourself and your child.
Well, you'll both have to have a little faith in me, Mr. Fenton. I believe these people will take my word on Miss Johnson's existence. If necessary, I can always tell them I can produce her, but I don't think they'll want that to happen.
Why not?
Just let me deal with convincing them.
And if you can't?
If I don't get you the money you want, you can carry on with your search and you will be no worse off than you were before.
Like hell. The cat will be out of the bag. They'll have a chance to put together a case against me. It won't be the same.
Well, then I guess it comes down to, do you trust me?
Yeah, I say we let this guy take his best shot, Alice.
Since when did you get to be such a trusting soul, Al?
Come on, baby. Let's go home.
How long will this take?
Just get back to Madison. I'll be in touch soon.
Victoria?
Peace and quiet at last.
I think you thrive on confrontation.
Sometimes. But I am glad those two are going back to Madison. They'll be out of my hair. For a while, at least.
I was wondering, though, about something Al said.
What's that?
What if you were forced to prove that Alice really does exist? That this isn't just a scheme to get your hands on some Newman money. You're about the last person Victor Newman trusts.
So?
Well, so how are you going to convince him you're telling the truth? If he thinks this is a scam, if we're forced to produce Alice, we've defeated the whole purpose. She'll know Cassie is a Newman now, and that little girl will never be safe.
Don't worry, Grace. Even if Alice Johnson has some hidden agenda, Cassie is not at risk. Even if the woman suddenly claims that all she wants is her child back, she won't be able to support that.
How can you be so sure?
I took precautions. Aren't modern electronics a marvel? So compact and convenient.
Michael, what in the world are you talking about?
Smile, Alice.
You're on candid camera. All right, come on, people. Let's just slow down here. Now, I realize that everybody's a little bothered by all this, but let's give my old man the benefit of the doubt. He will clear all of this up once he gets home.
I'm not sure we have the luxury of that kind of time, Nick.
Jill, Neil, do you feel this way?
Well, actually,
No.
Nick,
We agree with you. We think Victor should be allowed to respond to these allegations.
They are not allegations, Jill. They are facts. The printout proves what Victor did. I will say this one more time. He is out of control.
Does my sister know about this?
Your sister is out of town. We don't know how to contact her.
We don't know how long Ash will be gone either.
You know, I just can't figure out why you were in such a rush to do this. I mean, I hate to say this, Jack, but it's starting to sound a little suspicious. Let's give it 1 week.
I'm doing this to save the company, Nicholas. I'm doing this to save your birthright.
Don't do me any favors, all right? I trust my father.
Well, you're not on the board, are you?
No, I'm not. Well, the way I see it, you have a stalemate. It's you and Brad against Jill and Neil. That's a tie vote.
Nicholas, not quite. Meet our newest board member, Diane, whatever her last name is now.
You are on the board of directors?
Part of her divorce settlement from Victor.
I think putting Diane on the board is as big a mistake as committing $200 million to this Forrester deal.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Neil.
Obviously, your father had no idea what it would mean that by giving her a seat, she'd become part of this power grab.
Look, we are doing what we can to save this company from disaster.
No, you're not. Jill is right. This is a takeover plot.
No, it isn't, Nicholas. The timing of this just worked out this way.
That is such bull, and you know it. You know what? I refuse to believe that my father committed the kind of money you're talking about. He is way too sharp for that.
Look at the printouts, son. The figures speak for themselves.
Nick, it's true. This came directly from your dad's files.
Wait, when did this happen? How long ago did you discover this?
Brad?
About a week ago, I think.
It was you, Jack. You used me. I trusted you, and you set me up.
Mama Beauty, we're wasting time.
Tell me what this is all about.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm planning a little pool party for all of my customers, and I thought if you showed up without a swimsuit, you might just liven things up a little.
Yes. You'll also get me arrested. Come on now. What's going on?
What's the matter with you? Don't trust me?
You want an honest answer?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
So you're lost then. I'm gonna pack my things and then I'm gonna leave. I mean, you know, you can stay or come with me. Promise you one thing though, if you stay, you're gonna miss out on a lot of fun. Bye-bye.
Victoria, what the hell are you doing here?
Having a drink. Sit down. I thought about surprising you in your hotel room, but the last time I did that, I interrupted a romantic rendezvous with you and your wife.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll never forget that one.
Once is enough, don't you think?
Definitely, definitely. But you never answered my question. What are you doing here?
I'm on a very important mission. Your computer disk. The one with all your research on it. You said you needed it for work.
Yeah, I do, but I just figured you'd be sending it by messenger.
I'm the messenger.
Anyway, I thought since I'm here, I'd check out this part of the world.
Well, that's fascinating, Victoria, and I know you pretty well, and I would strongly suspect there's something more to it.
Yeah, you do know me pretty well, don't you? Intimately, as I recall.
You know, you're not acting very much like a lady who is engaged to be married.
Really? And how does a lady who's engaged to be married act?
Well, for one, they wear their engagement ring.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true, huh? Neil and I called off our engagement. I felt like getting out of town. I had some vacation time coming to me.
I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know things were that bad between you two.
Easy come, easy go. It never would have worked out. We're both on the rebound.
That's bull. You were in love.
Felt like love. But then again, so does the stomach flu, half the time.
You know, Victoria, you don't have to pretend with me. Because I know you're hurting. A lot more than you'll admit.
Ashley, if you succeed in buying back my painting of La Señora, you'll go back to America with your husband, and you'll be out of my life forever. I can't lose you again, Ashley. You mean too much to me. I can't let you go.
You taped the whole conversation?
Every word that Alice said is caught in living color. A very convincing performance, too.
Yes. Of a woman eager to take money instead of pursuing her claim to Cassie.
I hope we don't have to use this. But it's good to have, just in case.
You don't leave anything to chance, do you, Michael?
Yeah, not if I can help it.
Well, I'm glad you're on my side. So, you'll call me?
The moment I have anything to tell you. Yes, Alice, that was a very, very convincing performance.
Lawyers, they're all the same. Sneaky, slimy snakes.
Hey, I thought the meeting went very well.
Oh, well, naturally. All you want is money. Meantime, I'm getting shoved aside.
Come on, relax, baby. Just chill out.
You know, maybe I should go to the cops.
Hey, don't talk crazy.
Or the newspapers. Tell them what I know.
Alice, come on. Don't be stupid. Take the money. Yeah, later you can figure out maybe where it came from.
Yeah. After it's too late, I'll have signed away my rights to Cassie. I mean, you don't think anyone's gonna give us a nickel till that happens, do you?
I don't know, but you haven't signed anything yet, have you? Let's wait and see if this guy Baldwin can put a deal together.
Yeah, well, we know one thing for sure. He's not gonna tell us where my daughter is. That's not gonna be part of any deal he brings us. And that's what I don't like. No, I don't like it one bit.
Alice, baby, please, please don't screw this up. Now look, you remember when you were in the office and you were talking about when you adopted Cassie? You thought you wanted a kid, and then you found out it was just more than you could handle.
So?
So? You're going through the same thing again. I mean, you think you wanna, but you really haven't thought it through. I mean, do you want a little kid to raise? That's a hell of a lot of work.
Look, Al, I am not the same person I was back then, okay? I want a chance to undo some of the dumb mistakes I made. I took on a responsibility for that child, and I blew it. I want to do right by Cassie. I want her to know that I love her, that I've always loved her.
Oh, man. You were gonna mess this up? This is such a sweet deal.
You just don't understand.
You know what I understand? I understand we're sitting on a gold mine, and you're just gonna toss it into a dumpster. Hey, look, come on, let's pack up, let's go back home. We'll wait for Baldwin's call. Honey, give you a chance to think.
No. I'm not going back to Madison. Not now. You know, those two never told me Cassie was living in Genoa City. But she is. I can feel it. You know, my daughter is around here somewhere. And I'm not gonna leave until I find her.
Sharon, you still haven't told me your decision.
It's just so difficult. You know, saying the words. I mean, once I file, this Alice woman will be served the papers, right?
Yes, but...
Which means that she'll know how to find Cassie. I mean, legally, she could show up on my doorstep tomorrow and demand that I give her back.
Sharon, just listen to
But
me.
what's to stop her, right? I mean, she could.
In the first place, we have a couple days lead time.
A couple of days?
Yeah. And the only address I have for Alice Johnson is in Madison. So that means it's going to take a day or two at least for her to receive the document.